fiddle players. All right, well, today I'm testing out a brand new product. Well, I don't know if it's new. It's new to me. Might not be new to some folks, but it's an actual fiddle strap. You notice that I can let go of the instrument and talk to you and turn my head in any direction. This fiddle pretty much stays where it needs to be in its position. That is a successful strap. Now, some of you may remember that a few months ago I reviewed the Wickle Buckle, which was invented by the great fiddle player Duncan Wickle, and that is also a very stable situation. Great strap for a fiddle if you're having trouble with your neck, shoulders, just holding the fiddle, keeping it up there. That's a good thing too. It's a little bit of a contraption because it involves a wire frame that actually attaches to the fiddle loosely, but maybe it protects it could protect the fiddle. This is a much less it's just much less stuff, less of a contraption and more of a just a great little unit. I got this from Ithaca Stringed Instruments. This was invented by the great fiddle player and fiddle maker. You can probably know him as a fiddle maker, but he's also a great player, Aceto, who also has designed and built fantastic fiddle pickups, bridge pickups. And they work very well. I've got one on this. And so I decided I'd try the strap too, because I was having a lot of trouble. I've got this nice output jack that's actually built into the chin rest, but it's a little high, and I've been having trouble lately. Just the fiddle wanting to crawl down my shoulder, and if I'm up here and then I need to shift back, the fiddle comes out, and then I'm readjusting while if I'm in the middle of a solo, it can be very upsetting. I've gotten pretty good at it. But it's very annoying. It kind of drives me nuts. So I thought, man, I'll try this other strap. So Eric sent me this thing, and it's not much to it, right? It's a little loop, a little buckle, and then a little cord that you wrap around the fiddle. Now this one's already wrapped around, so I'm going to show that to you here. So the cord goes through the chin rest and comes out here, and then goes around the bottom of the instrument and ties, and then it goes around this part. So it's very stable and feels good. You might have to stretch it a little bit, retie it a couple of times. I've done. I don't know. It looks a little messy with the ends, but you can actually trim those. I'm not sure. But anyway, so that's what you want. You want something that comes straight out of the fiddle. And then the secret is, which it took me a while. It always helps to read the instructions. I'm usually a big instruction reader, but I thought, oh, what could be so hard? It's a strap, right? So I was trying it like this, and it didn't work, and I was like that, or like, oh, do I put my head through it? Is that going to work? That didn't work at all. It was terrible, actually. Yeah, just like not great, even with the So, and then somebody at Fiddle Hell, the big fiddling event in Massachusetts, had one, and he showed me. Well, you just loop it around your arm, and then you take it and you just flip it around behind your neck, and it comes out perfectly, and it is adjustable. So it just sits there, and then you can adjust this a little bit. For those of you who like to play without a sleeve, you can wrap something around this, make it a little bit. It's not really. It's soft. It's pretty soft. I would, if I was going to play it without any shirt on, I would probably put something there. But it's comfortable for long periods of time. It doesn't really cut into your. It looks pretty tight, but it's not really that tight, and you can get it in different loosenesses. All right, so it could be a huge loop like that, or a smaller loop. I am using the small size, medium size also works for me, but you can also get in large, extra large, and humongous. I think they have a humongous size in case you're big. So that's cool. Works great. If you're starting to sing with your instrument, I think something like this is great because it keeps you from having to and then you're like a Muppet, right? The top half of your head moves rather than the lower half of your head, which is more normal. But right? Those downshifts. Now I have no excuse. Just got to get them in tune. So I am recommending the Aceto violin strap. I think there's a yes on the Wickle Buckle and a big double yes on the Aceto strap, which is just a beautiful thing. Works great, and I'm trying to use it all the time now. It's just even when I practice, because I can practice for longer periods of time, and it does take pressure off the left hand. I don't have to hold the instrument up at all. Supposedly, with a shoulder rest, that keeps you from having to hold it up, but that doesn't it's not always the case, But for this, I can just float, barely touch the neck, and just maintain a beautiful contact without really, pressing or anything like that. So it's really changing my playing quite a bit for the better. All right, so that's the latest news on strap hanging. The violin strap scene is just a lot better. All right, thank you, Eric Aceto at Ithaca Violins. Okay, Ithaca Strings Instruments, Ithaca, New York, USA.